Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to give my personal predictions for Euro 2020 group stages. Now, I did do a video similar to this one back long ago. I think I used Pez to predict the group stages, and it was kind of well received, I guess. You know, it was alright. So I figured I'd give my personal predictions, and maybe we can generate some discussion in the comments or stuff like that. This is just for the group stage, and maybe I will actually say at the end who I think will win the overall tournament. I won't try and predict the round of 16 or the quarterfinals or anything like that, because I feel like it's a little bit too complicated at the moment. Maybe when the time is right, when it comes round to that, possibly. But now we're just going to predict the group stages. So, moving on to firstly, obviously, Group A. Group A consists of Turkey, Italy, Wales and Switzerland. So, I'm going in this for very limited knowledge of some of these teams that are in there. I'm not expected to know everything about some of these teams, but Turkey, Italy, Wales and Switzerland. So if you really want, in my opinion, that's going to be quite a hard group, especially for Wales, I think. I think Wales are going to struggle in that group. So I'm going to place Wales at the bottom of that group. In third, I'm going to say it's a toss-up between Switzerland or Turkey. And I'm going to put Switzerland in the third spot, just because I think Turkey can top the group, because they've been very impressive in the qualifiers. Of course, the Nations League as well, very impressive. I reckon that Turkey could be one of the dark horses in this tournament. They are very, very good. Italy, I reckon second, obviously, because that's the only place that's left. But, yeah, maybe you could switch the two, Turkey and Italy, possibly, but that's who I think will go through in that group, Turkey and Italy. Let me know who you think will go through in Group A. Okay, Group B, which is a little bit of a harder one to predict. We've got Denmark, Finland, Belgium and Russia. This is a very, very difficult one to predict, because all those teams in there could easily top the group. All of them could. But I think I'm going to go for Belgium first, because they are pretty much a world-class side right now. They're very good. They score lots of goals. They're very good defensively as well. And then I'm going to put... It's a toss-up between Russia and Denmark, but Russia are very impressive in the last tournament, the 2018 World Cup. I know that doesn't mean anything now. I'm not sure what they were like in qualifying, but obviously they have qualified here. I'm going to say Russia second and Denmark third, but it's going to be very close, I think, and then Finland last. Although I think Finland would be impressive, I just don't think that Pukki alone is going to carry Finland, although Finland were impressive in the qualifiers. They really were. So yeah, it depends though. It depends on groups and stuff, obviously. If Finland might have had an easier group than Belgium and Russia or Denmark, but that's who I'm going with. Belgium, Russia, Denmark and Finland in that order. Okay, so Group C, we have the Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria and North Macedonia. Another tough one to call, but I'm just going to put it right here. Netherlands top of that group easily. Even without Van Dijk, I feel that the Netherlands will still be okay in this group. Further down the tournament, who knows? Van Dijk missing that crucial centre back there, it's going to hurt him a bit going into the tournament, deeper into the tournament anyway. So Netherlands first. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to go with Ukraine second. I'm going to go with Ukraine. I don't really know too much about the other three. The only thing I do know is that North Macedonia beat Germany the other day. Not the other day, a few months back. But yes, I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they could do. I reckon North Macedonia could pick up a result against Austria, possibly Ukraine. I don't think they will against the Netherlands. So I'm going to put it in this order. The order that the group's actually in already. Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria and North Macedonia. Again, this is just an opinion, and I'm not basing it off of anything really, like, you know, it's not that deep, okay? Okay, so Group D, the group I'm guessing most people want to know my opinions of, because obviously I'm from England and everything. So England, Croatia, Scotland and Czech Republic. Quite a tough one to call, to be honest. It's a very hard one to call, because the first match is England versus Croatia. That's the crucial one for England. England need to pick up a result against Croatia, because I reckon that Croatia are probably the other strongest team in that group. I don't really know how good the Czech Republic are right now. I'd say the Czech Republic are probably a contender for like solid third maybe. I'm going to go with England top, Croatia second, Czech Republic third and Scotland fourth. Sorry Scotland, you're bottom of the group. I think Scotland would be very scrappy in this tournament. I think they'll be very scrappy, quite hard to beat, but I think personally maybe last in the group stage here. Czech Republic maybe narrowly missing out, possibly to Croatia. I reckon England and Croatia will be very similar with each other, even though Croatia are a little bit weaker than what they used to be. England looking a little bit stronger, but it depends on what happens, obviously, with tactics and everything. Gareth Southgate, who he plays. There's so many people that you can play in different positions for England. They've got so much options now. Okay, so Group E, we have Spain, Sweden, Poland and Slovakia. Another tough one to call because I don't really watch some of these teams play. I've seen Spain a few times in the qualifiers and they were okay, you know. I'm going to still go with Spain, top of the group. It's going to be a toss-up between these three other sides though. Who do I put through? Who do I put through in that second spot? I feel that possibly Poland, I think Poland could be in that second part. Like, I reckon they could be. And then possibly followed up with Sweden or Slovakia in third. It's going to have to be either the two. I'm just going to go with Slovakia third and Sweden last. That might rub people the wrong way, I don't know. But I don't really know too much about those sides, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go with Spain, Poland, Slovakia, Sweden. And the last group, the group of death as it's so called, is Hungary, Portugal, France and Germany. So one of the big boys has to go home. And immediately I'm going to put France at the top of that group because I still think France are a very dangerous side to play against. Very, very basically golden generation-ish sort of side at the moment. Obviously they won the World Cup 2-3 years ago now. So yeah, you put that into factor, they're still very strong as well. And then in second place, I'm going to put, it's tough, it's very tough because Portugal I know can beat any of these sides and so can Germany as well, and Hungary possibly, potentially could if they wanted to shake up the group a bit, but I don't think it's going to happen this time round. I think it's going to be France, Germany, so Germany in second, France first, Portugal in third, Hungary in fourth. I feel like that group is going to be obviously very entertaining because even though I just predicted that France, Germany, Portugal and Hungary in that order, it could be anything. Anything on the day, on the pitch, it could be anything. Hungary, remember, drew 3-3 with Portugal back in 2016, even though back then Hungary were considered the sort of underdog, if you like. It was a very, very entertaining match. Germany, here and there, they've lost some crucial results, especially against North Macedonia. I think that was in was that a World Cup qualifier? I'm fairly sure it was. So yeah, it remains to be seen. But those are my predictions for the group stages of Euro 2020. I'm sorry that they haven't really got much reason behind it. I don't get to watch teams very often in Europe apart from tournaments. Don't really get to see it because obviously I live in England, don't really get to see the highlights too much of some of these teams. But what did you think about my predictions? Are they complete rubbish or do you agree with some of them? Let me know down in the comments below. Keep it loco, like and subscribe if you're new here. If you happen to be new here and you do enjoy this content, keep it loco and I'll see you again for the next video.